and welcome to this episode of Real Life, the monthly video diary that helps you to understand what life is like living with an electric unicycle. And here's what's coming up in this month's episode. I'm going to undertake a race. So, go.
Start. Where are you all going? Going on in a race?
Because I would never run. So this is actually genuinely exciting.
Okay, so, and I'm going to stop the timer as I reach the door.
And I genuinely do not know which is going to win this race. So in this episode I'm going to undertake an epic race, a race between the electric car and the electric unicycle, to see once and for all which is better, the unicycle or the car. So like many people, I use my unicycle to commute, and it's a great last mile commuter, and by that I mean you can take it and put it on and off public transport. So I'm going to do the race today between the car and the unicycle to see which is better at getting to and from the train station. I'll say more about that as I go, and as I'm driving and as I'm riding I'll talk about what I mean by that, but it's a race to see which one is better to actually get me to the train station. Let's find out. So here are the rules. I normally ride my unicycle to the train station and it takes about 20 minutes to get there. And I think that that is quicker than driving by car. And plus I don't have to pay for parking and the rest of it. But I've never tested that out. So I'm going to drive my car now from home to the train station, which should take about 10 minutes. More about that on the way, but I think even though it's a car that can go 60 miles, 70 miles an hour on the dual carriageways, I still think the unicycle will be faster. This is untested, so let's find out what happens. So I'm going to set the stopwatch to go. I'm going to time this, and I will say more about the rules of the race when I am going. So the same rules apply. I'm setting off now on the unicycle. I'm sweating like a pig under here. It's going to be cold when I get out there, but I've been rushing around getting changed into all my body armour and stuff, sorting the cameras out, and I'm sweating. Right, so reset that. So I'm going to hit start on this one and then head off, riding the pace I normally would ride, not trying to trick it or fool it, and then we will see how we go. So let's hit start, see what happens. I'm going to press go and then I'm off. Okay, so go.
It's already taken a few moments more than it would normally.
So I'm taking this as if it was a normal commuting day to work. So and normally I would not run, and I certainly would not speed. So, camera 2. The rules of the race are this. I've got to drive or ride just as I would if I was going to work. That means I can't speed, I can't go particularly fast. I'm going to take the route I normally would. But in every way possible, I've got to treat this as if it is a normal ride to work. Stop as you're going, which one is faster? Now I think, as I said, that because I ride to work and it takes about 20 minutes on the unicycle, I still think that is faster than driving by car, because when you drive by car you've got to then find somewhere to park your car, and at the same time you've got to walk from the car park to the train station. And I think all that palaver of finding somewhere to park is slower than actually taking a unicycle, and it costs me about £10 a day to park in Milton Keynes. So not only is it the same amount of time, it's a lot cheaper as well. So if I've left now, stop what you're saying, what? 1 minute 40, already 1 minute 40, so by now I'm only going 15 miles an hour over speed humps than Milton Keynes. I guarantee I would have been faster by unicycle. In fact, let's just see where I would be at 1 minute 53 on the unicycle. So this is a mixture of mostly on what we call the red ways. Now the red ways in Milton Keynes are a group of cycle paths that cut across the city quite effectively. I can put my lights on as well, actually. It's not particularly dark today, but it's dark enough. There we go. The roadways are pretty good for getting around the city off the main road. So a lot of cycles around, a lot of bicycles, occasional e-scooters, and I have met a few people riding electric unicycles as well. No idea if this audio is coming out, but I'm going to keep talking anyway. Always slow down for pedestrians, and I'll keep doing that. I'll keep slowing down for pedestrians. I'm not going to go tearing past them just because this is a race.
So now I'm getting out of the estate. It's taken me 3 minutes to get off the estate where I live onto a main road. It's actually quite busy today, so this does reflect, I guess, wow, this is busy. So, yeah, I think the unicycle is a good shout here. Where are you all going? Do you know I'm in a race?
Three minutes in, so I know that I'm ahead of where the car was at this stage. But I knew that the car went faster over this bit, so I've kind of had a bit of a head start, but I was a bit slow getting out the door as well, a bit of a faff getting out the door. And I know people will say, oh, did it take you longer to get all your gear on? What about putting your crash helmet on, and how long did that take? Yes, you do take longer getting dressed to go out, but this was not a race of getting dressed, this was a race of travelling. How boring would it be to watch a race of getting dressed? Just pause to think about that for a moment.
So the rule is, I can't drive like I'm in a race. I've got to drive like I'm just normally commuting. Now that means I can't speed up through corners. I can't take shortcuts. I'm going to do what I would if it was a normal morning. And the same with the unicycle as well. When I'm riding that, I'm not going to be going faster than I normally would. I'm going to take it as I usually would, and I will stick to those rules. I will not cheat, because this is important for me to know. All these years I've been doing this journey to the train station thinking, oh, that's better. Is it better? It's certainly cheaper, certainly a lot more fun as well. But this is December the 29th or is today, and that means that it's cold. In fact, it's 6 degrees at the moment, which is not too bad for the middle of winter, I guess, but here we are. So we're now 5 minutes in. Yeah, I think now I've overtaken where I would have been if I was riding the unicycle. In fact, I know it would take about 10 minutes to get to this point where I am right now. So I know that I am in the lead. Woohoo! Loser on your unicycle. The path I would normally just comes just up there. So I'm kind of running on the road I'm on now. Takes me parallel to the cycleway. And Milton Keynes is great for that, and I think many cities are like that now, where we've got these cycle paths, dedicated cycle paths. You can see them just here, and that run crisscross throughout the city. And they're a fantastic way of getting about by bicycle or by e-vehicle, and it does make accessibility around the city so much easier. Now I did go a bit fast through that roundabout, but I guess that's how I'd normally drive, so I don't feel like I'm cheating anyway. So I'd say I'm about halfway now, and I have gone 6.5 minutes so far. This is going to be a close race.
So there's mud on the pavement here. If you hit that at speed, it would throw you off. On the way back, I'll stop and film that a bit.
Milton Keynes, it's like Swindon but without the culture.
So now I'm entering into the town, which means I'm going to have to slow down. There'll be far more pedestrians here, so I'm going to slow right down. This is going to kill my speed. I've done just over 10 minutes now, and I've got to get through the town. And it is going to be quite busy because it's the Christmas sales are on, so I can't go too fast. This is killing my speed, killing my time, this. "11 minutes. I've still got about 1.5 miles to go through town in 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes. How am I going to do it? This is going to be close.
Interesting fact about Milton Keynes train station, this is where they filmed Superman 4, I believe, in the 1980s. Needed a futuristic American looking place and they chose Milton Keynes. Who would have thought it? Don't worry, nobody's seen Superman 4. I don't think even Superman watched Superman 4. So that's the train station there. There is a multi-storey car park there, but that's usually full and it's more expensive. So I don't go there, I go to this one over here. And because you can usually get a space, and it's setting the spaces now. So, here we go. And even though there probably are spaces on the first floor, I'm going to drive up to around about the 3rd or 4th floor, where I would normally go, to try and give this a true test. Yeah, see, there are spaces there which are unheard of. You would never get a space there normally on the first level. So I'm going to go up to level 4 or 5, just because that is what you would normally do. So go 2B. Shall we go to level 2B or? Not 2B, okay. Couldn't resist it. So we go deserted up here, look. So normally this is really busy up here, but let's go to level 3B. I mean, I've been quite generous there and only got one more level. I'm going to reverse in like I normally would, just to take that few moments. Imagine there's lots of expensive parked cars around me. Oh, that lady's Monday out. Oh, thank you very much. And that person's parked in their Allegra just to the side of me. This is Milton Keynes, don't forget, that front area.
Thank you. So, anyway, I hope you all had a good Christmas. There's a person doing it, stopping here for some reason. Make an obstacle for me. The queuing to get into the car park here. Try to slide over the bonnet of the car. Try not to do that. That'll be wrong.
So I'm walking quite quickly. It's not like I'm being a slouch here. And I suppose in the morning I would walk quite briskly. So I'm kind of copying. It's not like I'm hanging around, but I'm not running because I would never run, not unless I really, really had to. So this is actually genuinely exciting. I've just seen the time and I'm approaching the train station, and I genuinely do not know which is going to win this race. It's quite exciting. This is probably more of an indication that I just don't get out very often, and I should try and get out more often.
Okay, so this is it, we're approaching the station. Which is going to be a faster car or a unicycle? Okay, so, and I want to stop the timer as I reach the door. Stop.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, so that was done in. So that's done the journey in 20 minutes and 25.51 seconds. 20 minutes and 25.51 seconds. It's going to be close.
So there we have it. That is official. 17 minutes, 17 and 69. So there we have it. That is official. The unicycle is faster, not just by a bit, but a lot faster than the car.
So there you have it. It is official. The race is over. The results are in, and I can declare that the unicycle has won it by a significant margin. It came in at a massive fat 3 minutes quicker than the car. That's 3 minutes faster than it takes to drive from my house and get to the station than to drive and get to the station. And if that isn't an argument of why you should get a unicycle, then I do not know what is. And yes, the 3 minutes probably does mean that it gives you more time to put on your crash helmet and your knee pads. It also means you get there 3 minutes earlier, which gives you time to get into the station, buy your ticket, get a coffee, and then make up a really good excuse for why you're going to be late for work. So the advice from me is, if you can, get a unicycle and use it to get to and from the train station. It is an amazing personalised transportation solution. It cuts down pollution, cuts down time, cuts down cost, and it's a way that you can get around not just to and from work, but to and from work with a great big fat smile on your face. So that's it from this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then give me a thumbs up and hit the like and subscribe and share it with your friends, and let's get some conversation going in the comments below. If you've not enjoyed it, that's fine too. And please feel free to give me a thumbs down, but don't give me a thumbs down and then walk away. Give me a thumbs down and tell me what you didn't like, because I'm really interested to know how I can make these videos better and better each time I do them. So that's it for this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Tune in next time and join me on Real Life, and let's see what happens.